Story time. I've made a horrible mistake. Hey guys, it is October 6th, 2020. At like 12:30 a.m. This story actually is from Monday, October 5th. I went to work, um, and the Xbox All Access program was starting here in Canada, um, and I had kind of resigned myself to the fact that I wasn't going to get any of the new consoles anytime soon. Anything that I've been interested in playing has been announced as being both available for PS4 and the Xbox One. So I didn't really see any rush to drop in that kind of money on a new system. Not that I don't want them, I just couldn't see the point. However, having done the math here in Canada, the All Access program actually works out to saving about $50 over buying the Xbox Series X and 2 years of Ultimate Game Pass straight out normally. And there is no interest, there is nothing. This is not a plug for the program. The reason why I'm telling this story is because since I work for EB Games, which I have not made a secret, um, it's always kind of a good idea to figure out how things work, just so that when customers call, you can answer questions. So while I was at work, I logged into the onto the website and into the All Access and so forth, and I was like, okay, I'm going to check this out and see what it says and how it works. And each step, you haven't committed to anything yet. You haven't committed to anything yet. I get to the last screen and I'm starting to read through the agreement, just to see exactly what all the terms say, etc. Make sure um, I fully understand how the program works. And I was getting near the end of the agreement, and the phone rings, and the guy I'm working with answers the phone, and I hear him go, "Oh yeah, he's here. Yeah, let me get him for you." And he hands me the phone, and he says, "Oh, it's the boss. I mean, I'm the boss of the store, but my boss, my district manager." I'm like, "Oh, okay." So I take my phone, and I thought I hit um, the button here. Like I grabbed my phone, I picked up my phone like this, and I thought I hit the button as I was sliding it into my pocket, because I was going to keep looking at it after the call. And I thought I'd even maybe clarify after he talked to me about whatever he needed to talk to me about. I figured, I'll ask him some questions about this just to make sure I'm understanding some stuff correctly. After we talked for a bit and so forth, and he just kind of went over a couple things with me that because there was some stuff that I missed last week on my day off, and he just wanted to make sure I was aware of what was going on. And after we kind of talked about that stuff, he's like, is there anything you need from me while I got you on the phone? I said, yeah, actually, I do have a question. I reached into my pocket and to pull out my thing. And here's the thing. I don't know whether it was because I did it while I was putting it in my pocket and I hadn't hit the button, or whether I hadn't hit the button at all and I did it while I was taking my phone out of my pocket. But I hit on agree and accept. And so I pulled up my phone and I look at the screen, and now it's just asking me whether I want it shipped to my house or whether I want to pick it up in store. And I'm like, oh shit. And he goes, what? And I said, I think I just accidentally bought an Xbox Series X. And he's like, how did you accidentally buy an Xbox Series X? And I said, through the All Access thing. And he said, well, how could you accidentally do that? There's a lot to go through. And I said, yeah, I was going through it just before you called. And I was on the last screen. I think I might have hit accept as I was putting my phone in my pocket. And he's like, then you'll need to call probably RBC or even customer service and see how you can cancel that. I'm like, yeah, I mean, I guess I said I wasn't good. I thought about doing this anyways legitimately, but I was going to talk to my wife first. He's like, oh, I'm out. You can talk to her about that. So he suddenly was like, he didn't want anything to do with this conversation because he was pretty sure I'm going to get in shit. And as it stands, as of right now, I have still not told my wife about this either. Um, uh, when I got home from work, she was busy, so I was like, I'll talk to her about it later. And then I came down here, started watching some TV because I'm a little bit behind on a couple of my shows, and yeah, she went to bed. So I haven't brought it up yet. Now the good news is on the email that they send you, it does sound like I literally just have to send an email to EV's customer service and tell them if I decide, if this is what I end up doing, I just have to send them a quick email and say, here's my order number, blah, 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 I'd like to cancel it. And they cancel it, and it also then automatically cancels the payment thing too. So, and actually the way it actually works, we actually got even a few more details today, is like even after it goes through and everything, until the customer actually either has the system shipped to their house, if they chose that option, or they actually come in the store to actually physically pick it up, it won't start the payments anyway. So the payments don't start until like 30 days after you either pick it up or it ships. So no issues there anyway. So I had time to figure it out. It's not that I can't afford the payments. The payments aren't that expensive. I can afford that much a month. It's just not what I was planning to spend money on right now. As I've mentioned before, I'm trying to save up for better equipment, better computer, maybe better cameras. Although again, certain things not as important as others. But again, either way, I'd like to see if I can grow this even better than it has. And but it is what it is. The guy I was working with is like, you could not tell your wife. And I was like, yeah, that thought did cross my mind, because she doesn't actually, it's a whole complicated thing with our finances, but the way our money works, the way we do stuff with our money is, I take a little bit from each of both mine and her pay. We get paid on alternating weeks, so every week I take a little bit of money from the bank, um, and that money is basically, other than I have to use that money to get gas, the rest of the money is mine to do what I want. And it's not a lot of extra money, but I have been actually purposely saving it up for, again, this exact reason, because I'd like to start getting better stuff over time. I'd like to get a new computer, which is one of the reasons why I probably should just cancel it. But I kind of want it. So, yeah, we'll see what happens, I guess. If this is the last video you ever see of me, you'll know I told my wife and she murdered me. I'm kidding, she won't murder me. She'll be pissed. She might be pissed, but she won't murder me. But yeah, so that was my day today. I went into work just to work a normal day, and in a matter of an hour, I accidentally purchased an Xbox Series X with a commitment to make payments for the next 24 months. Well, technically starting, I guess, in December would be the first payment theoretically, right? So, yeah. How was your day? Anyways, it's just been a short little video, just because this is just too funny to share. You probably already, if you were on my Twitter, you already saw that I posted it. But that's the details of how it actually went down. We'll see what happens next. Anyways, talk to you guys soon. Take care.